Hello, Wonderhussy here, hiking in a beautiful, undisclosed part of the Mojave Desert that happens to be full of beautiful Joshua trees, cholla, yucca, all kinds of awesome desert plants, and mysterious ruins like this old foundation, or I don't know what this was, some old cabin that some old miner or prospector built way back here in this lonely, godforsaken little corner of the desert. Look at that. There's his little bed. What do you think, Vic?
This is the edge of solitude, I think.
The edge of solitude. I'm hiking today with my buddy Vic from the Vic Meyer Show. And we have another friend with us who doesn't want to be on camera. So we have a group of 3. We've got a 3-mile hike planned to a really interesting destination that I've been wanting to hike to for a long time. Now the only problem is this trail I'm on is actually pretty hard to follow. I did my research online before I came out here. And normally I just navigate using Google Maps. You know, I'll pin the place I'm trying to get to and then I'll just follow my little blue dot. This hike seemed a little too treacherous, and this is some very unforgiving country out here. Again, undisclosed part of the desert, but it's a part of the desert where a lot of hikers go missing and people have all kinds of horrible stuff happen to them. So I thought, better not fool around. So I actually creaked open my wallet and bought an All Trails subscription and downloaded the route so I can actually follow that as I'm hiking along. Even though it's an overcast day, all this hiking is really working up a sweat. I had to take my jacket off, but good that I brought my jacket just in case, because out here in the desert, anything can happen. Temperatures can swing wildly from one extreme to another. And that's not the only danger out here. Look here. An old graded off mine shaft, but it looks like the federal government came in here and secured it nice and tight. So no nosy mine explorers or YouTubers can get in here and poke around. But that's okay, I didn't come up here to go in a mine. You might be wondering, incidentally, what's going on here. They're shooting a day in the life video about me and it's making me kind of nervous, I'll just be honest. Or not nervous, but it's making this shoot kind of awkward. So please forgive me if I'm not my normal self, but I'm used to doing this stuff by myself. Not with a crew following me. Anyway, I'm not here to poke around any mines. I'm here to go to, well, something that's mine related, I guess. I think it's a place where an old prospector used to live. Way out here in the middle of nowhere in this desolate, rugged country. Believe it or not, some foolhardy, brave soul actually thought to make a living out here. And apparently, I don't know any history of this place. I just know that I found pictures of it online and it's badass. Like, here's some more old mining stuff. I guess there used to be quite a bit of mining and prospecting in this part of the country, which, like I said, is an undisclosed part of the desert. All I'll say is there ain't no mining out here anymore. The federal government done seen to that. Whew. Okay, we've been hiking for about a little over a mile and a half. According to this app, we are getting close to the thing, which is awesome. I'm very excited to see it. And it's also awesome because Oh, I'm running out of breath. It's kind of a steep hike. And there's a lot of scrambling, bouldering, climbing here and there. And we are at like 4,500 feet in elevation, so kind of at altitude by desert standards anyways. But if my intel is correct, we should just be going up to the top of this rise and then dropping down into a secret hidden ravine where this thing is. Oh, could this be it? Could this be the thing? It's just a dead-end cave. You think I would drag you all the way up here just to see something like this? You're in luck, Vic. We're going someplace even cooler. See, Vic and our other friend, they don't know exactly where we're going. I didn't tell them all the details. So they're really in for a surprise. They probably think I'm just dragging them through the backcountry for no reason at all. Oh, Vic you just pointed out a vein of quartz. Is that what you said? Well, isn't that what this is here? Is this quartz?
That is.
Yeah, so isn't quartz where gold is often found?
I'm told.
Wow, so the thing that we're going to see, the guy who lived in it, was probably prospecting for gold. Oh, it's like a little secret hidden valley tucked away. Yeah, tucked away inside all these rocks. You can see where somebody might be inclined to hide out. Oh, I think I see it. Oh yeah, I think we're almost at the thing. Are you ready to see what is so cool that I hiked all the way back up into this rough and desolate country, dragged my two friends. Oh, hold on a minute. Look, a squirrel. Yeah, it's an old, well, it's another mine at it, down a very steep embankment. And I would scramble down there, but I don't know if you can see, it's graded off anyway. So, you know, what's the point? Especially when there's something even cooler right up here. Just around this boulder, just past this paddle cactus. Nearly there now. And here we are. Now you might be wondering, well, gee, Wonderhussy, what do you mean, here we are? I don't see anything. Well, that's the beauty of this spot. It's a hidden cabin. That's right, believe it or not, there's a little cabin tucked back in this cluster of boulders, and whoever built it was either just trying to be real private or was hiding out, maybe from the law, because like I said, we already hiked way up into this desolate, weird little hidden valley. And then you get into this hidden valley, and even then, you'd never know there was somebody tucked away right back there. And so you might think, oh, well, anybody who was hiding way up here under a rock is going to have some pretty rough living conditions. Well, if the pictures I've seen online are to be believed, that's incorrect. According to the pictures I saw online, this is one of the coolest desert hideaways of all time. Now, you'll notice we're coming up into this cluster of boulders, but they're civilized. There's a little front doorstep. And then look at this. Oh, man, I gotta go into wide angle. How cool is this? There's a little doorway and a window. I mean, I don't know if back in the day he actually had a door and a window pane, and maybe there was a roof covering this area where, I mean, you can see he built the place in a cave, but maybe this was sort of a room too. Wow, and I don't know where he would have dragged these timbers in from, because there aren't that many trees up here. Well, maybe there were trees up here until this guy came along. Okay, anyway, this dude was living back here in this little cave house. Look, there's his fireplace, his hearth. That's where he cooked his meals, how he kept himself warm, where he ate his sardines and his cans of beans. But then back here, I think is where he did most of his living. Now, I'm a little bit disappointed, actually. The pictures I saw online, there was like a window with glass panes in it. Maybe that used to have glass in it, and some ding-dong broke them out. I feel like the pictures I saw online weren't from that long ago, though.
Keep looking.
Well, anyway, let's just see what's back here. This was the main part of his little cabin. Look at this. Oh, my gosh. Wow. Oh, this must be the window with the glass panes. Okay. Well, how about that? He even had a glass window in this little tiny one-room cave cabin. How about that? It's hard to give a idea of how big it is. I'm basically standing, well, I'm standing at the opening of the rock. So I guess you would have come in here through the front door. There would have been a covered room here, because that's where his hearth was, right behind where Vic is standing. And you can even see, I guess he built a stone chimney. I'll have to climb up there and see
Yeah, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like there's an actual stone chimney. And so in here, I guess this was just like his inner sanctum. And so it's a smaller room, but I don't know, it's still a decent size. I'd guess like, I don't know, 6 by 8 or something like that. Look, he's got a little bench. Everything is so rustic. Just a little bench to sit on. Oh, there's another hearth in here. He's got another fireplace here. Look at that. How cool is that? And then he's got this stone chimney going up. Up, 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 up. Oh, he's got a roof. Look at that.
This must have been how he made a roof over there.
Yeah, this must be what the other roof looked like. Just branches from these juniper trees, and then he got some old corrugated tin pieces and laid them over top. But then he did. Look at that. He built this whole rock wall, and he set this glass window into it. And then I guess visitors over the years have collected all these old jars and bottles. You know, these really cool little old glass bottles from the area, and then they put them all in here. So it almost looks like the guy walked out yesterday. Look at his pantry. Look at this bottle. Wow, I've never seen a bottle shaped like that. It's like, I guess it's extra grippy. Maybe it's like, you know, if you're like really sick and feverish and you can barely grasp the medicine bottle to force some down your throat. Or maybe if you're like super drunk and you can barely grasp the whiskey bottle to force more down your throat. Or I don't know, maybe it was just perfume or maple syrup. I don't know. Oh, look, a beer can. Like an old coffee can. Here's a jar full of old rusty nails. You know, you would have needed to save everything living way up here. You know, it's not like you just go down to the nearest Home Depot to buy a box of nails. So, like, if he had a nail, he used that nail until it was just completely unusable. So, even as rusty and crusty and busty as these nails look, they would have been valuable. You know, all this stuff. I mean, these pots and pans. Look how cool this is. His pots and pans are hanging from an old piece of wood that he attached into the rock face somehow. I don't know how he did that. How did he drive this
He probably bored
a hole? Oh, he's a miner. He probably had a jackleg drill or something.
Yeah,
How about that? Yeah, but all these busted old little bits and pieces, they all would have come in handy for something or other. And then, oh, here's his old pan. Maybe he was panning, placer mining. Or maybe it was just a bowl for shaving. Oh, you said you needed a hammer, Vic. Rusty old hammer, yeah. Get that gold out of that quartz. Wow, and it's some old bits of pottery. Oh, wow, that looks real old. Does it say? Man's.
You've done it again, Sam.
You think this place is cool, Vic?
Dope.
Good. So was this worth hiking all the way up here for?
Absolutely. For any kid that grew up building forts or, I don't know.
Right, this is like the ultimate Tom Sawyer treehouse for cave hideout. Yeah, Swiss Family Robinson. Any like, you know, you read those books growing up as a kid and you always wanted to go like run away to the mountains and live in a cave and live off the land. Well, whoever built this actually did that. Man, it's kind of a bummer that I don't think the history of this place is known. I couldn't find it anywhere online, so I don't know anything about a lonely lone wolf. I'm assuming it was a man who lived up here or what he was doing. I mean, maybe he was prospecting for gold. Or maybe he was on the run from the law. Or maybe he just wanted to be alone, you know? He was a hermit and he just wanted solitude. You know, there's pretty solid reasons for all three of those possibilities. Wow, everywhere I look in here, there's like something else new. Yeah, this is another little shelf. Again, just stuck into the rock. Some old cans on it.
Maybe he used this as a sleeping area.
Oh, this could have been, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. This was probably his bunk. Yeah. Oh, wow, look at that. This little side cave. It's like a bedroom. Yeah, because it gets hotter than blazes up here in the summertime. I mean, we're doing this hike on March 7th, I think, and it's an unseasonably cool day, so it's kind of chilly. You know, I had to have that puffer coat on and everything. But boy, howdy, I mean, in a month from now, it'll be hotter than you know what, and so this would have probably been a very comfortable, cool place, well, relatively comfortable, cool place to sleep. You know, it's like, I don't think he had a mattress or anything, so I hesitate to say comfortable. But maybe he did have a mattress. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know anything about this place. But even if he was just laying on the sand, at least he was free, living in the beautiful desert without anyone to tell him what to do. Probably didn't have any nagging wife or girlfriend bossing him around. Like, when are we gonna get a fancier window like the Joneses? This dude did not have to worry about any of that, man. This was like living like a real free man. Look at this. I just noticed this weird circular depression. I wonder, I mean, that looks like it's not natural, so I wonder what he would have created that for. And then, oh yikes, look at the ceiling, man. There's light coming down skylight, but yikes, man. Looks like those rocks might fall any minute. Yikes. Wow, very cool place though. This is as cool as the pictures made it seem online. So another example of things actually being just as good as they look on the internet. You know, in this day and age, it's rare when anything is as cool as advertised. But this little cave cabin definitely fits the bill. Okay, so while they're poking around looking inside the cabin, I'm gonna go up top and see if I can find where that chimney came out. And of course I'm gonna be very careful because I want to do anything to damage this amazing, historic, hidden place. I mean, again, you would never know there was a whole little cabin tucked back in that thicket of gnarly desert trees. You know, say you're the sheriff of San Bernardino County, and you're on the hunt for this bad hombre who stole your daughter, or stole your horse, or stole your water, and you track him all the way up into this desolate valley. But golly, you just can't tell where he went. Meanwhile, he's right back there, holding his breath, maybe training his rifle on you. How about that? Okay, anyway, let's see if we can get around on top of this spot. And there's no marking or anything here. There is a sign up ahead that I think just asks you to please not steal anything. Which, you know, it's sad they even have to say that. But there are people who would go in there and take all those cool little medicine bottles. Yeah, it just says, help preserve America's past. Please leave all objects and natural materials undisturbed. Cap'n, I am not going to take anything. I am not going to disturb anything. I just want to poke around. Okay, we're coming around the backside of this cabin. Oh gosh, look, the outside of the window. Look how cozy this looks from the outside. Oh my gosh, look at this. Wow, look, you can see the roof. He's got little old tin panels like shingles covering it up. And that wall that he did, that's a really nice wall from a masonry standpoint. You know, especially considering he's just working with raw natural materials out here. But oh my gosh, can you imagine how cozy this would be if we were here at night or in the evening and there was a candle lit in there, or a little lantern, or like a warm yellow orange glow of a lantern lighting this window up in this boulder house. Oh my gosh, isn't that cool? Okay, and then the chimney, I guess, came out up there. I don't know. I guess we could probably climb up there if we go back around this way a little bit. I'm not going to mess anything up. I'm just curious to see his handiwork. What do they say about curiosity and the cat? Oh, yikes. Okay, so I successfully climbed to the top. I'm standing on the roof of this dude's house, but not on the shingles. You know, I'm not trying to mess anything up. I'm just standing on the rock that his cave house is built under. So you can see exactly how cool his handiwork is. There's a chimney there that was in the back room. And then there's that chimney in the front room. I'll zoom in a little bit. I mean, that's pretty impressive stonework for just using stuff he found laying around. Okay, well, I guess that's pretty much all there is to this little stone cave cabin. I mean, it's not like other cabins I've been to where there's, you know, supplies laid in and a notebook to write your name and an American flag to hoist if you're spending the night in it, because you're not allowed to camp overnight here anyway. Which is a bummer, because that means you couldn't be here at night with a lantern in that window. So it would look super cozy from the outside. But it's still just kind of a fun place to hike for a day hike, you know? Get some fresh air, some exercise, see some beautiful country, and try to put yourself in the mind of some early 1900s hermit who wanted to live way out here in the middle of nowhere. You know, I'll bet you anything, there's more than a few people watching this that know exactly how that dude felt. I mean, would you want to live in this cave? I actually think I could probably live relatively comfortably in here. I mean, I'd have to bring up some kind of bedroll with me. I'm assuming, gosh, now that I think about it, I don't even know how he got his stuff up here. There's no Jeep trail or anything like that, so maybe he had a burro or something. He packed everything up by hand, but yeah, I'd have to have some kind of bedroll, because sleeping on the sand with no blanket, no. But as long as I had my bed, and I had plenty of canned food, well, there's plenty of firewood. I didn't think there was that many trees out here, but there are, you know, there's There's probably enough wood to get by on. So you'd be warm in the winter, and then you'd be cool in the summer. So yeah. Oh, I wonder where he got water. Huh, there must be a spring around here. Yeah, it didn't even occur to me to look for a spring up here. I can't imagine.
Well, I thought maybe
there's water source.
Maybe he created a catchment.
Oh, then just lived off rainwater? It can't even rain that much down here. It did look like there was a kind of a catchment up there, but golly, if he lived off rainwater, that was a thirsty friggin' life. Maybe there was some kind of spring or catchment basin back here where I climbed up on the roof. I don't know though. I don't see anything. Huh. Well, I guess that'll have to remain a mystery. Just one more mystery of the mysterious hidden rock cabin in the middle of an undisclosed part of the Mojave Desert. Okay, Vic says there's an amazing view right over here. Let's just see if he knows what he's talking about. Oh, wow, yeah, that is some view. You can feel the wind coming up, nice and cool. It's an overlook. Yeah, he could see the... Oh, wow, yeah, look how far you can see in the distance there. Dang. I'll zoom in. Many, many, many miles. Which makes me think maybe he was on the lam because he could see the sheriff coming from a pretty fur piece. Okay, wow, I can hear another group of hikers coming, which means my timing was perfect. There's not much more to show in this awesome little cave cabin anyway, so I'm gonna get out of here so that the next folks can come in and enjoy this awesome hidden gem.